Throwing is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They need 2. Here's third down. Here's Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they left the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line now.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Burrow. Shoves him away.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
McPherson's kick is good.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, Speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Ravens ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Jackson now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught at the 10. Now Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
George Pickens
From 4 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Tucker now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And able to get this out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll find Bateman once more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Moore.
Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
1st down. Here's Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
3rd down and 10.
Here's Burrow.
That's complete left side to Bateman.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, and he could not pull it in.
He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
2nd down and 4.
at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a toss here, short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Jackson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. There's a nice move. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charlie Kolar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals set to take over.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, A lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
And the Bengals first down.
Now it's Burrow. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow will throw. Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Bengals getting set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Darren Waller. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They're going to look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers.
You're holding
what does that
up 4
mean?
fingers. That signifies the fourth quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 5. 2:25 remaining. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Burrow gets this to Waller.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
Past the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.